Hey, good morning. It's Dave Lockwood with Remove It Pros, and I just wanted to continue taking you on the journey with us as we open up additional locations of Remove It Pros, and we're growing in so many different ways. So the search engine optimization I've been working on for about 6 weeks now, and I probably know enough. I probably know as much as what most people end up getting to know. I think it's interesting. It's a lot of work. It's this morning when I got up, I went in and I did a post on our Google page, and then I linked it back to our website, and I put a phone number on there. And if you put a phone number on there, what happens is Google, they take your post down. Okay, they call it, what did they say when I read through and figured out what was going on? Because I did like 10 posts and I posted them all, and I didn't look at my website or on my email, and they were all denied. This happened last week. If you don't know why, the reason is because I put a phone number in the ads, and they say that that's overdoing it. Kind of funny, not funny, but the funny thing is I can't figure out. Maybe you can. I can't figure out, but they don't let you modify what you put on. You have to put it back on. So it stinks. It burns up more time. So my focus today is to put together articles that talk specifically about these new markets that we're in. When you're doing Google Ads, which I've been tweaking our Google Ads and adding in our new keywords that I'm identifying through Wincher and through SEMrush, and man, I'll tell you what, it's terribly exciting. It's terribly exciting because I'm listening to guys that are really good at this, like Gary Vee, and I'm doing all the things that he is suggesting that you do. So I'm excited about the fact that I think that we're going to have good results. Now, I basically, for the last year, all we've done is we built trust. We did a year of trust. So I got 120 vlogs. This is 121. I've got one book that is completed and should be published any day. Another book that is over 50%. An author website that we got set up. I'm employing the guys that are doing my second book, Blake and them, to help us do, they call it LMS, which is basically learning management software. So, and through that, I'm going to provide the courses and stuff like that I'm going to use to teach stuff. I'm having more people come to us and say, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? So that's cool. That's what I want to do. I wanted to set myself up as the expert. Meanwhile, we are working in Sarasota. We have quite last week we had as many as 5 crews up there each day. And we got some pretty good sized jobs up there. And, the biggest thing that we know, what I've learned through marketing here is that through the word of mouth, the majority of the business that we get is through word of mouth. However, the additional business that we get typically comes from, some of it will come from Google, not nearly what you would think. The rest of it comes from our trucks. So our trucks are sitting down the street from somebody's house, and they give us a try because of that. So each one of our trucks is like a billboard. So I learned that from the real estate business, and it's worked out really well for us. It's very expensive to do and very profitable. I see guys working around here all the time, and they have vanilla trucks. And I understand the mindset behind that. I think what they're doing is they're trying to be able to work without permits and stuff like that. And what they're missing out on is a lot of business because people don't know who you are. And a lot of people, they say, well, if Bob's using them, they got to be good because Bob's this and Bob's that, So you get a lot of business that way. So yesterday I did about 40 shorts. It's interesting to see which shorts take off. I have I got ahead by about four or 5 days, I guess. Let's see, today's the 4th. I got shorts that are all the way out to the 7th, so 2 more days, 3 more days, and we're doing more shorts today. So the funny thing is when I went through Channel Jumpstart, which is the Daryl Ives program. Daryl Ives is the guy he's one of the consultants that Mr. Beast uses. He's also he does Vid Summit, which teaches guys like me how to do YouTube at a bigger way and to use it as a way to support your family and to add value. It's a very powerful platform, and so when I went through Channel Jumpstart, the shorts were just coming out, the shorts on YouTube, and there was a lot of speculation about whether or not they were good for your channel, if they were going to hurt your channel, if it was going to help your channel. So what happened is YouTube figured this out, and they put a tab on there that says recommended video. So once they did that, now the shorts became a way of, they're like commercials. They're like little tiny commercials that say, hey, this is something interesting, go watch our video. So it works. When I'm putting shorts up, like right now, we're trending at, it's really early in the morning. It's that my alarm just went off. That was my 6 o'clock alarm. I've been up pretty early today, and you're looking at, yesterday before I went to bed, we were at 3,500 views per hour and about 100,000 views in the last 48 hours. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good for us. Let's look at this. We are in the last 365 days, which we're 365 days plus 5 days. We're just going to pass 12 million views today. So we're at 11,964,684 views in the last 365 days. Since I've been doing this, I started this a long time ago, and then I dropped it because I just didn't have the time. We were running the business. The business took off like a rocket ship. So, and then, I'm in the trenches working, doing all the administrative stuff, doing the payroll and so on and so forth. So here we are, 1 year, 4 days after we started all over again, got the consultation through Daryl, went through the Channel Jumpstart and actually did our first video. And we're looking at, 12,155,000 views since the lifetime of the business. Just shy of 12 million views in 365 days, which is how long we've been doing this. We're at 39,113 subscribers, which is and puts you in the top 2% on YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine out there. So it goes YouTube or Google, YouTube, then it goes Bing, and then it goes Yahoo. I think it's Yahoo. Pretty sure it's Yahoo. So at any rate, and they're only got, Bing's at 3%. I don't know exactly how much the search volume is on YouTube. I'll have to look that up. That would be interesting to know. So the funny thing is the video that just took off yesterday, it did 40,000 views in 2 days, was a short talking about how I wanted to come back on and check on my house after the hurricane. And I went up to the police they had a roadblock, and I'm like, hey, can I go to my house? He says, no, you can't. I said, well, he says, there's sand all over the road. I'm like, I got a Jeep, no problem. He says, well, there might be electrical lines down. And I'm like, I don't think so. So, and even if there are, I can go around them. I can go up in somebody's yard or something, but he wouldn't let me do it. So I had already anticipated that they weren't going to let me do that. So I had my wave runners at an Airbnb property we have over in Bonita. We ran over, jumped on those, and came over. But I'm coming over before, it's like an hour before it was light. So when Hurricane Ian hit, I actually beat the police getting their roadblock set up and was able to get down here to my house. I had my truck down here. So I left my truck positioned somewhere where it was elevated up on a construction site where they're building that bridge. Where they're building the bridge, I put it up on the ramp that where they're building the bridge. So I left my truck there. I took the wave runners. We came over. I know the water like the back of my hand, but dude, when it's pitch black out and there's no lights, no reference points because all the power's out, I got out there and I'm like, oh my God. And we ended up getting stuck on a sandbar. Now, the fun thing about where we live is there's lots of water. The not so fun thing about the water is most of it's very shallow. So if you're not in the channel, you're stuck. So we went around and I got to this certain point and I knew where I was at. I thought I knew where I was at. It was pitch black. I couldn't see nothing. And we got stuck up on a sandbar. So I just told Hudson. Hudson went with me, and we had a light with us, but the light blinds you more than it helps you. So basically, we got stuck up the sandbar, and I told him. I said, I looked at the clock. I said, I see what time it is. I see where Google says I am, and where I think I am, we are. However, we're stuck on a sandbar, which we shouldn't be. We should be in the channel. So anyway, we waited we only had to wait like 20 minutes, and it got light enough that we could see where we were going. It's so funny, man. It wasn't even a football field, and the new pass bridge was right there. I was exactly within 300 feet of where I thought I was. I was outside of the channel, up on a little sandbar, so it was about 10 inches of water. So anyway, we drug the skis back off, got up, and boom, got down here. And praise the Lord, had just a very little bit of water in the house, which was such a blessing. So I interviewed 3 different people about coming and working with me to help me do stuff. One of them, I think I'm going to give them a try. You know, our junk rule book's going to be out in just a minute. We're going to start promoting this channel right now. We're going to start promoting it as probably even start today. I'm going to talk to Kenny about that, and we're going to start getting some traction on doing some things that are going to make us some money off of this channel. So it's Remove It Pros Demolition. This is the Remove It Pros Pure Entrepreneur site, and we will see you on the next video.